Namaskar, my guru.
What's up? Let's go.
Oh my goodness. We got a great post-match show for you today, mostly because we got a great match. And
That's right.
we're going to start a new tradition here. When we win, we're going to play the victory song. So, without further ado, play the song.
ಜೊತೆಯಾಗಿ ಸೇರಿ ನಾವು ಕೊನೆವರೆಗೂ ಹೋರಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು ಸೋಲಲ್ಲ ಹಿಂದೆ ಸರಿಯಲ್ಲ ಎದೆ ತಟ್ಟಿ ನಿಲ್ತೀವಿ ಇದು ರೆಡ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಗೋಲ್ಡ್ ಆಗ್ತಾರೆ ಗೋಲ್ಡ್ ನಮ್ಮೆದುರಿಗೆ ನಿಂತಾರೆ side.
Oh my God, bro. The floor is yours. I don't even know where to start. Try.
I don't know. I'm still catching my breath. I mean, it's been just under like 8 hours since the game ended, and I'm still wrapping my head around. That was a match and a half.
Yeah, I think that was one of the best RCB Mumbai matches I can remember. There's been a lot of them,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
just the pre-match we kind of hyped it up a little bit, and it truly lived up to the billing of the rivalry of the crowd, the drama. By the way, the crowd we did pretty good.
I
Like
think
50% up.
I saw a lot of red in there. It wasn't the red and blue of anything else, but just us. You know what I'm saying? We
Oh yeah.
we we own that thing.
I heard the
We
RCB. I heard Coley. I heard all the chants.
Coley's gonna get his chance everywhere he goes. But for him to sort of put up a show, for the team to put up a show, and for the team to get that kind of support in Wankhede, key matchup,
Oh yeah.
Rohit back, Bumrah back, and for us to even see any red shirts like and chance to go on, that's just something special.
100%. Special is the right word for it. So let's get into our takeaways, and I think that's a good lead into it where he said Coley's going to get his chance, but the team. So my first big takeaway, which makes me feel like this year could be different. This is one of the key things we've seen so far. The RCB supporting cast really has come to the party. And when I say supporting cast, take the captain out of it, we'll get to him. Take Virat, megastar, take him out of it. Take even the bowlers out of it. Hazelwood, Boovy, those are big name guys. Not all the bowlers. Just take the big names out of it. Livingston, Salt, take them out of it. DDP, incredible innings today. He was a little bit circumspect after we lost a wicket, saw out a couple overs, took more calculated risks, I thought, than the last match. It's something we talked about in our last show. Jitesh Sharma, man, what a match. Well, a cameo to finish the innings, really getting those last 20 runs, which proved out to be super crucial, including that six off Boomerang in the last over, which
Hmm.
basically made all the difference if you really look at it. And then
Hmm.
not only that, like his keeping, he had a DRS that got Rickleton out. He called for it. How many times have you seen where Krunal fires a full end leg stump ball down the leg side, the keeper misses, it's five wide. That could have happened in the last over. Easily could have changed the equation to 13 off five. So Jitesh Sharma, unbelievable match. And Surya Sharma in a match of 221, steep chase, 4 overs 33. That's a valuable spell. So, these supporting roles are something that we never had. And that's part of what got me really excited about this win. That's one of my big takeaways.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. I think what you're summarizing is basically how this was an uncharacteristic win for RCB, if I can say that. And I mean that with as much heart as possible. I mean that because in the past, I can tell you multiple, you know, parts of the game where we would have faltered.
Oh yeah.
Salt, second ball, that could have meant that our power play was, a low score. Even if you think about like Hardik Pandya going after us, basically like hitting at 500 strike rate. I think we could have folded at that time too, but I think we held on nerve, and I think you're right. It's the non-traditional heroes that are standing up, and it rightly so should be recognized. I mean, that's slog sweep. That was one of
Oh yeah.
those insane shots by Jitesh. That was something else. And I
Are you talking about the slog sweep over mid wicket or the a one where he ramped off middle stump? That was insane.
yeah, the middle sub one that because he went across and he just rammed that over. That was special. I mean, that means that
Insane.
you're seeing that ball like right out of the hand, and you just know exactly where to hit it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, confidence kind of shows in terms of how the team is gelling, right? I think Roger pumped it out, man. Like honestly,
Talk
like
about him.
oh
He's
yeah,
my second big takeaway, and I'm sure for you too.
yeah, no, go for it. Let's hear your thoughts on him.
Partidal, man, like so. Couple things with Partidal. There's many phases of the match which I think that he excelled in today. Obviously, with the bat, at some point he was 14 off 12. He's striking around 100. He saw out a couple overs in the beginning, and he ends up at 64 off 32. Just manic hitting. Um, Initially off Santner, and then off of Hardik later. But
Yeah,
what I noticed is that there's this hype about Vignesh Puttur. He's the guy that has had a great tournament so far, or at least has showcased a lot of talent. You cannot, the captains have declared you cannot bowl spin to Rajat Patida. They bowled him one over, Vignesh Puttur. He took a wicket. He took Padikal's wicket. And then he did not see another over because
yeah,
Partidar batted through the whole middle. And that's a fear factor. And I'm convinced Hardik was like, we cannot bowl spin to this guy. It's going to be
yeah,
20 run over every time. And
yeah.
he's going to put any spinner in the stands. He did it to Santner. And then for them to go solely to pace, that helped out the other batters. And that's the impact that he had in the first phase. In the
Hmm.
second phase, it's a big gamble to hold Krunal Muhammad Nawaz style for the last over.
Yeah,
And,
yeah,
you know, on another day, it could have easily been he feels comfortable when the target was, 41 off 3 overs. He could have given Kunal that over. But a 20 run over ends the match there. So he
yeah.
pushed it back, he pushed it back, he pushed it back. Yush, Bowie, back to Yush, Bowie, Hazelwood. And he just rotated all his seamers. He really pushed the game till the end. And he just had enough for Kunal. It's a calculated gamble to keep Kunal till the end. Former RCB captains, I'm not sure would have made. So he just really, really, really full marks to him, batting, fear factor, captaincy, everything.
For sure. Agreed. Don't think I have much to add on to that. I think we summarized that perfectly. He marshaled the troops well, and I like his calm demeanor.
Oh
He's
yeah.
he's not hype, he's not energy. And we get that from somebody else, and I'm happy about that. And I just like how he's just good about his business.
ಅವ್ನ್
So
ಏನ್
far
ಗುರು
so good.
ಅವ್ನ್ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಮುಖನೇ ತೋರ್ಸಲ್ಲ ಏನು ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ನ್ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು
Yeah,
ಬೀಸ್ತಾನೆ ಹಿಂಗ್ ಹೊಡಿತಾನೆ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನರ್ಗೆ ವಾಪಸ್ ಹೋಗ್ತಾನೆ ಮುಖನಲ್ಲೇ
yeah.
ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಲ್ಲ ಬೀಸ್ತಾ
That
ಇರ್ತಾನೆ.
ram shot, like over third man, like Virat was like, "Dude, how did you hit that?" He's like, "Oh, that like I just kind of like chipped it, like it wasn't too
Yeah,
bad."
no big deal.
Yeah, you like it? Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, it's just like, oh, no, ಬಾಗುರು ಗಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹಂಗೆ ಆಡ್ತೀವಿ ಮಗ ಅಲ್ಲೊಂದು ಗಾಡಿ ಇತ್ತು ಅದನ್ನ ಅವಾಯ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಅಂತ ಹಿಂಗ್ ಹೊಡಿತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ. So that's just how I picked up. You know what I mean? Like that's golly cricket stuff. But
He,
a couple more things. I mean, like shout out to Kunal Pandya too, right? Like I think clutch player. He got some stick from his brother, and like to actually come back and bowl a really good 20th over. And also shout out to Hoff. Like that was an amazing penultimate over. Penultimate over is like a very key aspect of T20 when you're defending, right? Like giving the bowler at least 20 plus runs to defend in the last over is such a big load off of the
oh
last
yeah,
over, right? So like off to come in and do what he did, just that's why he gets the big bucks, and like he's worth every single penny of it, right? So full marks to them. I think I feel like every phase everyone just like put up their hand, and I think it's like overall just such a team effort, and that's what I'm proud of. You know, I even saw like the huddle right before the game where Andy Fowler was talking, and Virat was so keen in terms of like, what was he talking about? Like, he was like focused. And that just kind of sets the tempo, right? Like the youngsters are like, if he's listening,
yeah,
like I better listen. You know what I'm saying? That's because that's just how it should be, right?
yeah,
I think we're such a good team here. We just need to kind of continue that
yes.
momentum really.
I saw a tweet from the team handle. They listed all 11, and they said it was everybody contributed. It was a team win. I was like, everybody? No. But then you go through it. Phil
Yeah,
Salt, insane catch on the
brilliant,
boundary,
brilliant. Yep.
match saving catch. You could argue. Virat is Virat, 50. DDP cameo,
Yep.
Partida cameo, everything. We already talked about Partida.
Yep.
Livingston had a few important catches.
Yep. Yep. From the field.
Jitesh, we talked about.
Hmm.
Tim David. I mean, if he's not 6'5", we lose the match.
Yeah.
Like
Straight up.
yeah, that was huge.
Straight up.
And he's a very safe pair of hands in the outfield. Then you go to Krunal, 4 wickets,
Hmm. Hmm.
last over. Suyash, good spell. Hazelwood and Bhuvi took 1 wicket each to break the Hardik Tilak partnership. And then, did I miss anyone? I mean, oh, Yash. Yash had a wicket of Rohit and the wicket of Sky. So
Yeah.
it literally is
Twice.
everybody twice. Yeah, it wasn't perfect match, but it's
Yeah.
definitely one of those matches where we would have lost in the past, and um, you know, it's so heartening to see not no wasted roster spots, which has not
Yeah.
been the case in the past.
Yeah, for sure.
So, any other big takeaways for you? 'Cause I got one more, but I think you might have this one too.
I think so. This might be a small takeaway, but it goes back to the point that I'm trying to make in terms of a team wins tournaments, right? A team wins a tournament. So we saw that drop, and we saw that it was a chaotic little phase there, but none of the players like were phased. No one yelled at each other. No one put their hands up, going, "What are you doing? What
Yeah,
was that?" And I think rallying behind each and one of the players just gives you that confidence of like, and guess what? In the next couple of overs, you got that with it, right? Like opportunities are going to come your way, but like if you're gonna, you know, be a Rishabh Pant, I'm gonna call him out for like absolutely doing, no wrong to like the guy was doing no wrong in the field, but it's just you can't take your frustration out on the players. And I
yes,
think that's the tempo that you want to create in the team. And I feel like I see that already. Just again, these are like small things that you don't see on television, you see in between the advertisements and stuff like that, but you see how well the team is gelling.
yeah.
That's key for me.
That's a great point. I was literally about to say bunt also. I was literally about to say the same thing because every LSG match that we watch, I mean, he's yelling at everybody, but he's arguing with his bowlers. I want the field here, I want the field there. They're all like wry smiling back and forth, and you can sense like this is not conducive to winning.
Yeah, yeah,
And I'm gonna give part of the credit, most of the credit to your last point to Partida because that guy is I call him icy, man. He's
yeah,
unfazed. He
yeah,
does not care what's going on around him. He either smiles or it's a dead face. There is
Hmm.
no, I've never seen frustration that's visible on his
Hmm.
face. And
Hmm.
for his state team, he's had a great run of captaincy. And so I think he sets that tone of relax, relax, or even more so than Virat, because Virat can he has his own personality.
Yeah.
Only he can be him. But for the rest of the team, I really think Partey sets a good example. Um, my last point, and this must be said because it's easy to take it for granted, but my last player that I want to highlight is Virat because I don't know how much longer he has in the IPL. I don't think he's gonna stick around like some others, let's say. Let's leave it at that. He is still at the top of his game. He's coming off a
Hmm.
700 run season. He has redefined himself again and again and again. You said he's 18.0. That's accurate. He every big match, he's there. He's in your face. And for him to play that like accelerated anchor role, that's so crucial for the rest of the guys to bat around him again against a high quality seam attack with Bumrah back. This is an invaluable innings that he played today that actually goes pretty unnoticed because he was actually in a supportive role. But even
Hmm.
in that role, he has excelled so far this year. That's the second knock. Even the Chennai match, he was slow, but he let others bat around him. His
Hmm.
presence at the crease, his fanfare that he brings, his overused word, but his aura is something that we may never see again. And
Hmm.
we're so blessed to have him be at RCB for 18 years.
Hmm.
Um, Obviously, we want the trophy and all that, but if it happens, if it doesn't happen, I don't want to take him for granted because who knows how much time he has left.
No, completely agreed. And I mean, what a professional, right? Like he still looks for those matchup. He just doesn't want to go out there and kind of meander his way into an innings, right? He's like, oh, Boomerang is back. I'm going to take him on.
Yeah,
Your best bowler is back. All right. Well, I'm going to show you like how we're going to do this.
yep,
So that's massive for him to come down the track and like swat him over, deep in the wicket into boundary. I mean, that was just a phenomenal shot, and
yeah,
it speaks volumes about his mentality, his drive to continue to get better. There's just so many adjectives about him. I think not enough can be said about him, but I think enough has been also said about him that I'm not really sure what else
what
can
else
we
is?
talk except
Yeah,
he surprises us in a different context, and you're like, okay, we didn't think he would do that,
yep, yep,
but I think phenomenal player, once in a generation player, just I think just blessed and lucky to be sort of watch him play, watch him grow, and build RCB, right? Like he put
yep.
RCB on his back and built this team,
Oh yeah,
and RCB will still be RCB when Virat is done, whenever that time comes.
yeah.
But he's always gonna be an integral part of it.
Just like ABD,
Oh
more
yeah.
than ABD, I think. So,
By the way,
um,
send some Maestro talk over to ABD because he's reminiscing about that for sure.
oh, I saw that clip. I saw that
Yeah,
clip on Instagram. Dude, ABD and Virat,
always.
even bigger one. All right, let's end the segment here with state of RCB. Huge win.
Yep.
I thought
Yep.
we'd be top two, but the net run rate difference is nothing between us. It's the same.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't want to get too much into the pre-match for Thursday. We'll get to that when we get to the pre-match. So this is a psyche boosting win.
Yep.
Everything about this win uh, was something that we can hold on to and grow from because we were
Yep.
really pushed to the brink.
Yep.
We, at various points, I thought we're going to lose. Um, we defended 52 off 24, 41 off 18, and the most impressive one, I think, is 28 off 12.
Mhm.
In dewy, small ground, Wankhede conditions, we never defend that. We never defend
Yep.
28 off 12. And one of those overs was Krunal.
Yep.
So the fact that we pulled this out is so huge for the campaign overall. And we're back, bro. We're back. I
Oh
feel
yeah,
like the first show against when we did Good Draft Postman, we were somber. No, no,
yeah,
no, no. We're
yeah.
fired up now. What do you
Oh
think?
yeah, for sure. I mean, went to Chepak after how many ever years? Won in Chepak. Went to Wankhede after how many ever years? Won in Wankhede. These are not victories, these are statements, right? And I feel like that's my takeaway from this in terms of we're not just here to, hey, listen, we play a couple of good games in the season and we always show potential, but we walk away when the chips are down. But I feel like the chips were down on a couple of occasions and we rose up to it. And I think, kudos to the team. I'm excited. Don't want to get ahead of myself. I'm excited. Um, the top four looks pretty good right
Formidable.
now. As I
Yeah.
said, it's starting to segregate there for a bit. Um, but the next couple of games are going to be huge. It's going to be DC. It's going to be Punjab. I think it's going to be DC, Punjab, and then Punjab again, if I'm not
Yep.
mistaken.
I think
Um,
there's a Rajasthan in there, but
oh wait, no,
th
we play Rajasthan. You're right.
yeah. I think that's a perfect way to leave it because there is so much to come in the week ahead for RCB. We have a match Thursday, we have a match Sunday. We'll leave those discussions to that point. For now, let us enjoy this special victory, like you said. We're all gonna sleep like babies tonight. I know I am. And so until a couple days from now, let the dust settle from this very high voltage match, and we will see you guys in 48 hours.
Adios. Go RCB.